Vidya asks a good question. She says, the falling away of identity cannot be willed. What makes it happen? But first, for this, you have to clarify what you mean by will. See? And what, let me clarify the question further. If there was something like free will, who would it belong to? See? If it belonged to a personal entity, then that would mean that there's actually a personal entity that came into existence. See? Now, if no person has ever come into existence, can it ever have anything including will? So that which never doesn't exist, it's like saying, okay, does the blue cat in this room, does it want some milk? Does the blue cat in this room want some milk? You will say there is no blue cat, is it? Like that. So how can that blue cat have the will? Suppose, does the blue cat want to go outside the room? What is the will of the blue cat? You say, what's he talking about? There is no such thing. Is it? In the same way, when we say, does the person have some will? We have to first find if there is such a thing like a person. Or is it just an idea like the blue cat? Is it? So this was the first option. Who could have will? Is it? So when we say it cannot be will, then we actually might mean that yes, it cannot be will from a personal perspective. Why? Because no person ever actually came into existence. There is no such entity here. Then you might say, okay, cannot be will. From which perspective? What is the next perspective? You can say will of consciousness. Now, everything we have seen that happens in the light of this consciousness, when I am, then this apparent play appears and all the movements in this apparent play happen. Now, all of this is what we can say is the will of consciousness. Why the play happens cannot be defined. Even this is not an answer which matches up to some standard of truth. Like everything is the will of consciousness. We say it because we find only consciousness is here. Therefore, all that is happening, and because we see the design and the pattern and everything that is happening, say who is the doer of this? Must be consciousness. Therefore, who must be willing it? Is consciousness. That's why surrender works. When we say Tvam Karta, Tvam Bhokta, I am not the doer nor the experiencer. You, God or Guru, consciousness, is the one doer and the one experiencer. So from that perspective, we can say everything is the will of consciousness. Therefore, even the dropping, the picking up and the dropping both must be just the will of consciousness. That's why Bhagavan said everything is grace. There's nothing, not a blade of grass moves unless it is the will of consciousness, the play of consciousness. Now there's a third perspective also you can take. You can say that my truest position is the absolute. That which sees that even this consciousness, this being, this existence is just an aspect of myself. But my truer position is that which is aware of even this. I witness my being. I am aware of my being. This I is completely so pure, so unconcerned by even the concept of will. Yet everything comes from within it. So will does not apply at the personal level and does not apply at the absolute level. It only applies at this level, which is the level of consciousness. So what makes it happen is that which makes everything happen, which is consciousness itself. Makes everything happen to whom? To itself. Because nobody else has been found here. In fact, so much so that now, except Vedika once, and she also didn't present the person. She said, but it is a possibility that one day you might actually find this person and bring him to you. You see? Because there is $1,000 cash prize for any of you who can present a person to me and say, here it is. Here is the person. Do you remember this? She said to me one day, you always have a fresh perspective on things. She said, okay, fine. I don't find it now. Okay, fine. But can you conclusively say that no science, nobody will ever discover a person? I enjoyed that very much, and that's why it stayed with me. So basically, the point is that this is a mythical entity, just like the blue cat. Consciousness has given itself the power to believe itself to be something which is a bundle of concepts with ideas about itself and its limitations and what it wants. This is the way consciousness is playing. When consciousness is done with the play, it doesn't like abrupt endings to movies. Like we don't like abrupt ending to movies. Have you gone for these indie movies sometimes? You go for them and something is just about to happen and they end. That was not satisfying. You see? So when it is coming to the end of the movie, also it is playing it out, it is coming to Satsang, it is having insight. It is playing in this way where it is extracting the juice from this process of it extracted all the juice of getting deluded. Now it is extracting all the juice from this process of coming out of delusion, including its apparent frustrations, day by day saying, why don't I get it? You see, all of it is the play of this one, because no person has ever really existed.